Juris Vodcast with Scott Pearce.
Today we consider another Supreme Court case decided on a razor-thin 5-4 vote. The majority, in a decision written by Kennedy and joined by Stevens, Souter, Ginsburg, and Breyer, held that the prisoners at Guantanamo are entitled to the right of habeas corpus. This opinion explains the evolution of habeas, noting that it was one civil right that was in the U.S. Constitution before that document even had a Bill of Rights. The majority also reviews the legislative and judicial history of the civil rights of those imprisoned by the Bush administration as part of its so-called War on Terror. It concludes that nothing short of full habeas corpus rights will satisfy the requirements of the Constitution. There are two dissents in the case, one written by Roberts and one written by Scalia. All four of the dissenting justices, Roberts, Scalia, Thomas, and Alito, joined both of these dissenting opinions. The dissent by Chief Justice Roberts is worthy of careful review. The Chief Justice argues that the practical consequences of the majority's decision won't really help any of the prisoners, and that the case is really about which branch of government will control federal policy with regard to the treatment of foreign detainees. Congress passed the Detainee Treatment Act in 2005. The Chief Justice argues that the majority decision will end up with a similar scheme, set up by unelected judges instead of elected congressional representatives. The dissent by Justice Scalia is overtly totalitarian and fascist. The topic sentence of his argument is, quote, "America is at war with radical Islamists," close quote. Scalia is a desperately frightened, bigoted little man, one who feels his safety is threatened by the rule of law instead of strengthened by it. This case never should have had to go before the Supreme Court. Congress failed to investigate the events of September 11, 2001. Congress failed to oppose the Bush administration's ongoing war against the Constitution. In fact, Congress has supported and enabled this president for years, even after the 2006 elections. In today's Supreme Court decision, the majority acted as a necessary check on an executive that claims royal privilege. We owe them our thanks.
Juris Vodcast is a production of Nuclear Podcasting. Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives.